Hello and welcome once again. It is Sunday afternoon, so you know what fucking time it is. I'm gonna get this shirt out so we can get some shit rolling. As the crowd is filling in, a whole bunch of people already here. Welcome to the show, Jack Bayou, Jake Bagwell, of course, Steffi. How you doing, baby girl? Yella, Omar Wolf, Showtime, Vernon Quinn, Angelita Utaker, Cassie Madam Red, my daughter. House is filling in quick. And of course, the rumbling of the tank only means it is time for war to arrive. And the Bastage. Mrs. Utaker here as well. I said huge turnout already. Cannot wait. Oh, and arriving off the stage, my boy Chance. Blaze McCoy, welcome to the show. Monstar Factory Entertainment, great to see you again here. It's a huge turnout already. Cannot wait, loving it. To some business at hand right away. I have received word from Jerica Page, officially on cashing in her contract. So this Wednesday, to main event Wicked, it will be the tag team of Jerica Page and Stephanie going up against the current Ravishing Pair Tag Team Champions, the Divine Knights, and the titles will be on the line. And you see Omar Wolf in the chat already saying, TikTok, what time is it? Well, someone better a damn well give me a call. If that happened, I'll be beating someone's ass there. But while that does settle the women's tag team situation, we need some new contenders for the men's tag titles. So, I did a little bit of thinking. I know that's normally dangerous. But very simple. Tonight, we're going to have a 10-man battle royal. One member of each active tag team in the men's division, including the champions. Now, next Wednesday, we're going to do it again. The winner of each of those matches, their teams will face off, with the sole winner becoming the #1 contenders. Now, if the same team wins both Rumbles, they automatically win. But if the champions win the entire event, they will get to pick their number one contenders. But I've already taken up enough time running my damn mouth. It's time to get to some fighting. And we are live, Richmond, Virginia, the Richmond Coliseum. Our normal home for some Sadistic Sunday. Oh, well, Shamrock, I'll put it this way. As I said, you're in the event. And a little spoiler alert, you're the one in the event for your team tonight. Of course, in our opening contest, women's tag team action, as the Vixens of Pain go up against the Blackhearts. Who do you have? Place your bets. Oh, there's some talk already going. Of course, Showtime Vernon Quinn won half of Judgment Time. You can already see the different representatives of tag teams already starting to kind of name their spot. Shamrocks and Shenanigans, Judgment Time, the Bastard and the Cunt, all represented and speaking already. Alrighty, Jake. Well, in this case, since I did already set the match, unfortunately, you guys will not be in this event. But I will get that noted down and start getting to get you guys into tag team action. Of course, Angelita going with the Vixens here for the win. Well, Omar, I can put it this way. For today's episode, Judgment is the representative, but on Wednesday, Vernon will be getting his opportunity to represent his team. But here we go, down to ringside. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On their way down to the ring first, representing the Ministry of Mayhem. Total combined weight of 342 pounds. On the right, the Goddess of Pain. On the left, Mrs. U-Taker. They are collectively known as the Vixens of Pain. I wouldn't go that far there, son. I mean, both these teams have been here pretty much since day one. They both climbed the ranks at different points. Of course, the Vixens are former Ravishing Pair Tag Team Champions in their own right. And the Blackhearts would love to get the opportunity to capture those titles themselves. And speaking of them, on their way to the ring now, weighing in at a combined weight of 304 pounds, representing and collectively known as the Blackhearts. Of course, on the left, Roxanne Winters, the newest member of the Blackhearts, Joanna Jett on the right. Alrighty there, Omar. Of course, Chance calling him the Jobber Hearts. Of course, he was the original trainer of the Blackhearts. Not very much nice things to say about his proteges there. As we see the women getting ready, looks like it's going to be Joanna facing off with Mrs. Utaker to open the contest. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Collar elbow tie up middle of the ring. Mrs. Utaker forcing Joanna back into her own corner here. Referee stepping in for a break, and oh, Joanna slapped the taste out of her mouth right out the gate and then eats a forearm for it. Now Joanna, waistlock control there, takes her over. Mrs. Utaker trying to fight her way out, finally does standing switch. Waistlock takedown and now rolls over into the side headlock. Joanna quickly counters into a head scissor there, holding her pretty well here. And speaking of her, one half of the main event, Jerica Page cashing in her contract this Wednesday on Wicked, as her and Steffi will take on the current Ravishing Pair Tag Team Champions. Mrs. Utaker taking over that modified monkey flip, rolls outside the ring to break the momentum for a moment. Joanna, a little bit of showing off, gonna pay for it now. Series of knee strikes to the face. And a massive one doubles her over backwards. Now Joanna set over to the Vixen's corner. That is right. You guys will have a shot at the titles this Wednesday. Speaking of women's titles, though, both these teams would love to get the opportunity to be next in line. But right now, Goddess catches an enziguri from Joanna. Joanna really should look at making a tag here. Now, following up on Goddess here with the advantage, picks her up. Went for the kick to the legs, but got caught. And planted on the top of her head, middle of the ring. Now Goddess a kick to the spine. That modified camel clutch, but too close to the ropes. Now another stomp right across the back here. And now just ripping at the face of Joanna. Goddess turning up the aggression here. Now off the rope, springboard, corkscrew dive there, caught her flush. Now Joanna was going to make the tag, but gets pulled back. Not going to work right on the leg, Roxanne in as well, but quickly Goddess able to get rid of her. Jawbreaker now by Joanna. She desperately needs to make a tag now. Was trying to do it on her own for too long. Takes Goddess face first into the corner. Oh, that's alrighty. That is okay there, Angelina. Steffi, a bit of an out-of-character moment here. Steffi knows what things can be said and can't be said no matter what other people do. Quick head scissor takeover there by Joanna. Finally over, making the tag, bringing in Roxanne. Went for the diving clothesline. Mrs. Utaker ducks out of the way. And a clothesline of her own puts Roxanne in the corner. Now brings her up, alley-oop, out of the corner, went for the kick but got caught again. Dragon screw leg whip now by Roxanne. These two teams of women know each other so well from being in the company so long. Expect to see a lot of counters. But Mrs. U-Taker now changing up a little bit, going right after the arm this time. Now kicking the ribs, setting her up. Gut wrench into the suplex. Pops her hips, rolls through, keeping her up. Show of strength from the feisty Tiny Taker. Into the cover. 1, 2, and at 2, Roxanne with the shoulder up. Now Roxanne sent to the corner. Tag bringing back in Goddess. Tandem offense coming up. Double back body drop. Huge elevation. And now going right after Roxanne again. Gut wrench deadlift. Into another suplex. Went for the kick, but countered out again by Roxanne. Big clothesline to follow up. Roxanne, of course, a known striker. And there we go, face first. Is it enough? No, not even going for the pin, leg drop instead. Roxanne getting the crowd fired up here. Getting that adrenaline going, but eats a kick to the face at the same time. Sent back over to the Vixen's corner, but Roxanne reverses. Sends Goddess across to the Blackheart side of town. Now tag back into Joanna. Tandem offense coming up here. Big boot and then a knee lift. And a standing moonsault assisted there. The Blackhearts tearing it up. Seated jawbreaker by Joanna. Goddess in trouble, took those series of shots and has not been the same since. Making the fans count up to bread there with the shots to the turnbuckle. Sending Goddess again here now. The Blackheart getting things rolling here, but a quick counter. Oh, Goddess with a smart play, interrupting Roxanne as well. Quick tag, bringing back in Mrs. U-Taker here. Both these teams well-oiled machines at this point of the match. And planted on top of her head, DDT into the cover 1. And Roxanne in quickly to break it up. And oh, middle of the ring, it doesn't count for anything, but Roxanne going right to work on Goddess. Now Joanna in for the cover. This is their best time 2-on-1 advantage. Not even a 1 count. Referee out of position. Oh, and there's that big right hand of the jaw of Mrs. U-Taker. Cover. About 1.5. Mrs. U-Taker fighting out of it. Another shot right between the shoulder blades. And now Joanna just measuring her here. Kick to the ribs. Verta breaker finds the mark into the cover. 1, 2, and no, at 2.5. Goddess trying to get back up, get the cobwebs shaken loose, finally sitting back up on the floor, but still a long time 2-on-1, and Joanna going out after her. Trying to make sure that, this stays a 2-on-1 advantage. Mrs. U-Taker went for the single leg, but got countered. But now kick to the ribs of Roxanne. Big clothesline. Make it a pair. Single leg drop kick puts down Roxanne as Goddess makes her way back up to the apron. Now Roxanne sent to the neutral corner here. Being set up top. What does she have in mind? Big forearm right to the side of the jaw there. Mrs. U-Taker fighting her way back into this. Has been in the ring for an extended period now. But now setting up Roxanne, climbing up here with her. Gut wrench from the top. Holy shit, fall away slam from the top rope. Now thrown into the corner, Mrs. U-Taker following up, tag into Goddess. The Vixens looking to put this away, tandem offense, double hip toss. But Roxanne diving tag brings in Joanna. Here we go, single leg drop kick. Joanna in House of Fire making a pair of those drop kicks. Again putting Goddess down, but third time not the charm. Goddess with a drop toe hold and now choking her on the ropes. Both these teams know what a win here would be. Bill Haight, welcome to the show. Of course, our world champion here in attendance, which is a good thing since he will be competing in a match later tonight. A new definition of faction warfare. Now Mrs. U-Taker brings up Joanna here, sends her back over to the Vixens of Pain corner. Another quick tag into Goddess. These two showing why they are former Ravishing Pair Tag Team Champions. But Joanna trying to fight back here. Single leg drop kick again. Roxanne finally pulling herself up. Sent into the Blackheart's corner. Big forearm. Just crumples Goddess. Jawbreaker though by Goddess in retaliation. You hear the crowd. They are not on the side of the Blackhearts at all. As Goddess now unloading with the kicks. Into the cover. 1, 2, and no at 2.5. Now Goddess another kick right to the spine. Putting the boost to Joanna here. Setting her up. Powerbomb stacks her up. 1, 2, and 3. It is over. So as we see here on the replay, Mrs. U-Taker with those gut wrenches folding right into the cover. Both these teams back and forth, counter to counter with each other. And then in the end, you see here Roxanne with that submission hold on Goddess, but neither one of them legal. So, I mean, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but that's about it. But persevering and pulling through, your winners, the Vixens of Pain. So you know they will be watching this Wednesday's main event very closely. As we get ready for our next contest, again in the women's division, but it is a triple threat elimination match. As Never Ending Legs goes up against Lily Rage, as well as Wrestling Mama. Who do you have? Place your bets. Now, of course, as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw some shout-outs out to some other great channels in the around the area. Action like ASWF on the Altered Arcade Network. Of course, bringing the action on that, JJ Savvy, otherwise known as Fireproof Lowlife. And then we have Mark Caliber bringing you Commonwealth Wrestling action. When he's not bringing you wrestling, you might even get a variety of Mortal Kombat 11, several different fighting games in his genre. You're going to find him exclusively on both Twitch and YouTube under the channel name Mark Caliber 17. Tiny Boy, welcome to the show. Then, of course, if you like what you've seen so far, be sure to check out Elite Extreme Women. All women's action all the time. Of course, your host on that, Susie the Elf. on the channel Elite Extreme Women. Then we have the House of Ghazi, bringing you a huge variety of content. You might get some wrestling action. You might even get some wrestling jackass. But one of the originals, back from a hiatus, Cowboy John, bringing you lightning strikes action exclusively on the channel Cowboy John. But maybe for some reason you want a break from wrestling. Maybe you want something a little different. Then be sure to check out my daughter Cassie Madam Red, bringing you everything but wrestling. So you might get some Friday the 13th. You might get some Dead by Daylight, some World of Tanks. You might even get some Kingdom Hearts 3. But speaking of threes, we're going to head down to the ring for this triple threat match. The following triple threat contest is under elimination rules. On her way down to the ring first, weighing in at 135 pounds, she is known as Daddy's Little Psycho, Lily Rage. Oh, and there you see Tiny Boy dancing as well. Of course, Lily Rage, second generation superstar here, the daughter of one Frozen Rage. So guys, oogle at your own risk. Lily, one of the most athletic competitors in the women's division. Already has the crowd, definitely one of our crowd favorites here in the company. But her first opponent on her way to the ring, she weighs in at 224 pounds. Never ending legs. Of course, Never Ending Legs, another one of our second generation competitors here, the daughter of Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown, has been right on the cusp of challenging and gaining titles, but seems to crumple at the last moment. We haven't seen her in the ring here recently. Took some time off doing some training, looking to get over that exact situation I was talking about to make her own mark. And the last competitor on her way down to the ring, she weighs in at 160 pounds. Wrestling Mama! Of course, Wrestling Mama, my sister, her daughter also competes in here. A veteran of the industry as a whole. Oh, goodness, there's Shamrock. I agree, Jake. This could be very interesting, especially the fact that it is elimination rules. As you see each one of these women getting ready here. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Right away, quick jab by Wrestling Mama onto Lily, but Lily retaliates. Quick snapmare takeover kick to the small of the back. Now Never Ending Legs looking to get herself involved here. Shinbreaker on Lily. But Wrestling Mama right away going after the two larger women in the contest, fighting it out. Quick T-bone suplex though, now turns her attention to Lily. But Lily taking down Never Ending Legs. Single leg Boston Crab. early for the submission, but will definitely look to break down the bigger competitor. Now Wrestling Mama moves in, belly to back suplex onto Never Ending Legs, and now right back to Lily. All three of these women not wasting any motion in this. Quick head scissor takeover by Wrestling Mama onto Lily, and then a single leg drop kick to Never Ending Legs. Wrestling Mama standing tall at the moment. Now straddled over top of Never Ending Legs, raining down the right hands. House of Ghazi, welcome to the show. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully they get some answers for you pretty quick. Never Ending Legs now quickly throws Lily across the ring. This is where her size and strength advantage will come in. Now head scissor onto Lily. Lily quickly slides out of it there. Beautiful counter. Sends Never Ending Legs to the corner. Brings her out with a textbook monkey flip. As Wrestling Mama comes back in with a huge chop and then going to work on the body. Short arm clothesline about takes Lily's head off. Rolls out to the floor, but Wrestling Mama quick in the pursuit. Standing drop kick though by Lily. This is where she comes into play. As I mentioned, one of the most athletic competitors in the roster. Now quickly into the armbar, dropped right underneath that drop kick attempt. Never Ending Legs though, fighting her way out of it. Little short jab so you finally get her other arm free. Went for the clothesline, got caught. Never Ending Legs popped up with a headbutt by Wrestling Mama. Better known as the Glasgow Kiss. And off the top rope from the top to the bottom all the way to the floor. Now Wrestling Mama sends Lily right into the table there. The veteran putting it to both competitors here. Lily now with a counter, slides out the back. Snapmare takeover. Kick right between the shoulder blades. And then focuses her attention to Never Ending Legs, but walks into a drop kick. Big chop there by Never Ending Legs, going to work on the arm. But eats a forearm from Lily for her troubles. Wrestling Mama's made her way back up as well. And right off the steel post, Lily cranking up the violence, shades we'd expect of her dad. Waistlock takedown on Never Ending Legs again, driving her face first into the mat. Now neck breaker on Wrestling Mama. All three of these women perfectly content with beating on each other on the floor. Wrestling Mama now face first as well. Both these other two women, Lily is slamming them both face first into the ring post. Taking no prisoners, no fucks given. Now Never Ending Legs sent into the corner. Lily in quick pursuit. Hooks her up right in reverse exploder, almost right into the turnbuckles. Cover. 1, 2. And Never Ending Legs out at 2. Now Lily with a head scissor locked in. Never Ending Legs quick to escape though. Again, using that size advantage she has. Now Wrestling Mama looked like she was going to go for a suplex, but now all three of these women just hitting anything that moves. We've got a Pier 6 and the fans love it. Wrestling Mama blocks that chop, comes back with a right hand. Double underhook suplex, bridges it into the pin. 1, 2, and kick out at 2. Wrestling Mama with a very unique pinfall. That goes right after Lily, scoops her up. Power bombs her down, does not stick the pin though. But quick kick, Never Ending Legs making her way back up. Hangman's neck breaker takes down Wrestling Mama. And again going right after Lily, knee lifts right to the midsection. Now Lily picked up, big clothesline by Never Ending Legs, making a pair of them. Single leg puts down Lily. Never Ending Legs on a roll. But Lily fighting back in, a forearm in response here. Quick modified backbreaker. Now Lily getting the crowd behind her. Wrestling Mama slides legs with a drop kick to the back of the leg. But Lily back up. Hit right to the midsection, rolls back through. Charges in, reverse elbow to never-ending legs, but took her eyes off Wrestling Mama. Double chicken wing slam, puts her down, and then a code breaker to never-ending legs. Right into the cover again on Lily. 1, 2, and no! Minerva, welcome to the show. Now forearm by Wrestling Mama off the far rope. Single leg drop kick puts down Lily. You know all three of these women have got to be looking at Minerva and that Intercontinental title. You know, they would love to put on a good showing here and get the victory and move themselves closer to that opportunity. Right now, Wrestling Mama just torturing Lily with that camel clutch. Lily finally able to slide free. Takes Mama over. Quick suplex. Never-ending legs. Makes her way in. Cover on Mama. 1, 2. And Wrestling Mama's out of there. Never-ending legs picking the bones. Mythic Legends Wrestling, welcome to the show. Quick double arm suplex, and now he's calling up here. Lily off the top, big elbow drop right to the heart of never-ending legs. Cover, 1, 2, and 3. It is over. As we see here, that early pin only getting a 2 count, and that modified butterfly suplex into a bridging combination. The ref way out of position on it. Lily fighting back with the forearms there, the smallest competitor, but one of the most fierce in the division. Right here, Wrestling Mama had to think she had the match well in control. Was not to be, as there you see 2.5. Here's what started the end, though. That combination suplex and slam. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Lily Rage. As we get ready for our next contest, we just saw the women that go at it, and now it's the men's turn. Triple threat elimination rules. One of our newcomers, a Shepherd of Fire, squaring off with Jake Bagwell and Vernon Quinn. Who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw some other great channels out there again. Of course, if you like what you're seeing here today on Sacrifice, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a moment of the action. And the same thing goes for all these other channels. I'm talking about great channels here, like Global Wrestling Affliction, The Real GWA. Of course, you're going to find that on the Fractured Reality Studios network, with your host, Caleb James. And of course, we saw him in the chat earlier today. Your boy Blaze McCoy, bringing you all the Leaning Towards Death action 3 nights a week. You'll find that exclusively on the Blazed Radio Network. Then, of course, excuse me, we have Maverick Championship Wrestling doing something new here recently. bringing you two distinctly different federations. So be sure to subscribe to that Maverick Championship Wrestling channel by the same name. Check out all the action with D-Train and the boys. And then you seen them there in the chat. Monstar Factory Entertainment. Of course, bringing you the Monstar Factory Wrestling Show. Bringing you a lot of cooking lessons from Chef Sean. One of my favorite moments of that. Saw some of that this morning. You have to let me know how that dish turned out there, Sean. So be sure to check him out. Another huge variety of content. Cannot say enough about the channel. Reaction streams, great content to watch. Alrighty there, Steffi. And my last one here. One of my favorite time frames in the world. I'm talking about the 80s. When the hair was big and the clothes were small. So check out one of my favorite times of the era is 1986. With some Midwest Pro Wrestling. Of course, your host on that, Mark Mayhem, otherwise known as Scuzz, bringing you the action along with Pete Wall. But speaking of action, it is time to get back down to ringside. The following triple threat contest is under elimination rules. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is the enforcer, Jake Bagwell. Jake Bagwell recently split from the Ministry, now going it alone. Did notify us today he will be forming a new tag team with his protege, Ronnie Brown, the current international champion. Of course, Jake Bagwell, a former multi-time international champion and pay-the-price champion in his own right, has recently said he wants to challenge for the world title. Of course, stay tuned to more news about the world title situation. There'll be some announcements of that on the show as well. But first, on his way down to the ring now, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the Shepherd of Fire. Of course, the Shepherd of Fire, the protege of the Bastage, one of our newest signees, has had a pretty good run so far. Will definitely be tested. That is true, Bill. They all do want an opportunity. Tiny Boy there holding up a sign saying that he wants that international title next season. He wants to sign up and compete. And speaking of that, speaking of next season, a call out to everyone. I need to know if you're looking to stay. If you're looking to leave, let me know your status of what you're thinking. The door's always open. But ladies and gentlemen, the third competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 240 pounds. Showtime! Vernon Quinn! Of course, Vernon Quinn, a former pay-the-price champion in his own right before that title was decommissioned. Oh, and Cassie, my daughter, with a shot there to Vernon. Of course, the next time that we come at you live on pay-per-view, we'll be at Fright Night 2 weeks from today. RWF, welcome to the show. Referee calls for the bell. Jake quickly slides out, the Shepherd of Fire following him. Jake, the veteran, making him expend some energy. And now Vernon Quinn, quick takeover on the Shepherd of Fire, into a cover, only got a 1 count. Tried to catch the rookie sleeping. Now Jake throws Vernon in the corner, goes for something, gets caught. Heel trip by Vernon, and Shepherd of Fire immediately moves in and nails Vernon Quinn. Now series of punches and chops just wearing out Vernon Quinn, now stomping him right into the chest. But Bagwell picks his spot, goes right after the back, but the Shepherd of Fire retaliating on his own. Jake quickly slides through. Brandon Cuevas, welcome to the show as well. Hey, that's, if people don't want to talk, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate anyone that does or anyone that shows up. Always welcome here. Quick reverse DDT by Vernon Quinn going after Jake Bagwell now. These two men, no strangers to each other, as they both had the pay the price title. Now single leg Boston Crab working on Jake Bagwell here. Fights his way out with that free boot. Goes after Quinn, but Quinn buries a right hand right to the midsection. Big clothesline sandwiches Jake in the corner. Now both men teeing off on him. Wrecking ball leg drop from the Shepherd of Fire. Damn near took Jake's head off. Now scoops up Vernon, wants to throw him over, but Vernon lands on his feet. Great agility. And then right away, Jake moves in with a clothesline. And there's another wicked lariat from down in home in Texas. Now Jake punches and chops going right after the Shepherd here. Now Jake in for the cover, 1. And only a 1 count. No, Omar, you have not missed that match yet. Oh, now turns Jake in face first into the cover, quickly 1. Now quickly brought up here, the Shepherd of Fire looking to move in. Has a chokehold and then takes Vernon Quinn off the ropes. Huge choke slam. And now busts Jake open. Oh, and going with a chicken wing. Has Jake tied up in the chicken wing here. Jake trying to hang on here. He does, refusing to give up. But Jake busted open, so ladies and gentlemen, I can safely say it's an official show because we have blood once again. Now the Shepherd getting backed in the corner by Vernon Quinn. What does he have in mind? Climbing up there with him. From the top, Super Hurricane Rana takes him over. Goes to scoop up Jake, but Jake counters, shot right to the ribs. And then a big clothesline. Making a pair of them. Catches the boot and leg sweep by Jake Bagwell. Jake trying to get the adrenaline going here. In for the cover on Showtime. 1. And only a 1 count. You can see the blood pouring down Jake's face. Now the Shepherd in, quick cover, 1, 2, and Jake has been eliminated. The rookie pinning one of the highest decorated competitors, but Showtime trying to pick the bones. Now going, trying to pick him up, a Shepherd of Fire, reversing short elbows here to fight his way out of it. elevated up and over the top rope. Shepherd of Fire. Now, big shot. What's he got in mind here? Setting up Showtime. Hooking him up for a tarantula. That'll tear a shoulder in a hurry. Jake stating the referee had a fast count. Shepherd of Fire, big chop across the chest of Showtime. Showtime retaliating on his own. But Showtime braces him up and now sends him off the barricade again across the floor. Now Vernon Quinn throws him into the steel steps. Vernon trying to, maybe cut down this youngster here. Vernon giving up a large amount of weight. About a 30-pound weight difference. So making up for it with brutality, sending the Shepherd face first. Now Vernon kick right to the small of the back. Setting him up. Quick leg drop. Has him hooked by the head here. Layout reverse DDT. Showtime staying on him. Cover middle of the ring. 1, 2. And kick out right at 2 from the Shepherd of Fire. Another kick by Vernon, but that just might have woke up the big man. Has him up. Driving him down neck first. And the Shepherd of Fire getting fired up in his own right. Now big right hand, making a pair of them. Vernon reverses the Irish whip. Sets early, the Shepherd making him pay for it. Now scoops him up, sends Vernon into the corner. Went for the leg, but no, Vernon quick to escape. Wrist lock there, now going to work on the shoulder. Powerbomb stacks him up. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. But now rolls it into the Boston Crab middle of the ring. Nowhere for the Shepherd of Fire to go. Can he hang on and fight his way out? Yes, he can. Now roll over, leg hooked. 1, 2, and it was enough. Holy shit. As we can see on the replay here, that reverse chicken wing there on Jake Bagwell going to work on the shoulder. But Jake fought his way back in, even after you can see the blood flowing there. Tried to take out Vernon after the leg sweep, was not happening. But right after Jake was eliminated, Vernon tried with that quick German suplex. But several points in the match, the Shepherd of Fire was looking to put the match away, just wasn't happening for him. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Showtime, Vernon Quinn. So Vernon Quinn getting the match done. So big win for Vernon Quinn. You know he's definitely looking at title victories here in his future. So took a good step towards that goal today. But our next contest, there you see it, I talked about it. the 10-man Rumble, one from each tag team on the active roster, as the Bassage goes up against Alex Caliber, Hullenhound, Ian Cross, Judgment, Matt Outlaw, Michael Carter, Sean Shamrock, Shadow Presh, and the Shmoo. And just to recap the rules on this, the winner of this Battle Royal will face the winner, their team, will face the winning team from this Wednesday's Battle Royal. However, if the same team wins both matches, they are the automatic #1 contenders. And of course, if the champions win the whole thing, then they get to pick who they defend the titles against at Fright Night on the 27th, 2 weeks from today. So everyone place their bets here. And as folks are placing their bets, I need another fucking beer. I am back, of course, Bill Haight going for Outlaw. As we see the trash talking going on. So here we go, down to ringside. Of course, our ring announcer letting the crowd know. Welcome back, Stephanie. You missed a six-woman, the end of that triple threat elimination match, and then the guys had their own, as now we get ready for Battle Royal action in the men's tag division. So we will see who drew #1. Of course, this is Speed Demon rules. Every 60 seconds, a new competitor on the way out. But the competitor who drew #1, representing Ruthless Incorporated, he is one half of the tag team champions, Wild Mad Outlaw. Not the best draw for Outlaw in this one here. But definitely with Speed Demon rules and as fast as people are coming out, this could still work to his advantage. Of course, you know the last train robbers would love to win this, so they could pick their own competitors. As I mentioned, of course, the winner of this Rumble will face their team will face the winning team of Wednesday's Rumble 1 week from today. As we await to see the wrestler who drew number 2. And here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, the wrestler that drew number 2, a member of the Beatdown Crew, representing Violence Incarnate, Ian Cross. So normally a tough draw for either one of these competitors. But with people entering every 60 seconds, everything is up in the air. You never know what's going to happen. Very conceivable to see one of these two men be around to the end. Of course, Ian Cross and his partner Shino Malice, just having an opportunity at the Dominating Duo titles, fell just short. So in a way, fitting that Ian Cross starts off with Mad Outlaw, representatives of our last tag title match. Referee calls the bell. Here we go. Quick duck under by Ian. Into a DDT. Ian looking to start out fast and furious here. Of course, with a competitor entering every 60 seconds, gonna be hard to catch your breath. Now Ian has Mad Outlaw here. Turns him in face first. Went for the kick, but got caught here. Dragon screw leg whip. Kick once again right across the chest. Now kick to the ribs. DDT by Mad Outlaw, returning the favor. Picks up Ian's side headlock and a right hand straight to the mush. Side Russian leg sweep to follow up. As you can see, the counter already going down here. Jawbreaker by Ian. Coming in at number 3, it's Holland Hound. Of course, representing the Plague Bringers, they have had opportunities at the tag titles as well. Have not been able to capitalize on them, so you know they would love another shot. Big clothesline from Mad Outlaw, staggers Holland Hound, but doesn't put him down. Quickly goes into the front face lock and sends him over the top. Mad Outlaw going right after him, but Holland Hound fighting back on the apron. Now almost looks like a double team here on Mad Outlaw from both Ian and Holland Hound, but short-lived alliance. Ian right back after Holland Hound. Of course, you see War cheering on for Holland Hound. Salagia, former stablemate there. Or excuse me, not former, but stable mate. I obviously am not drunk enough to be here yet. As Ian and Hollenhoon work on Matt Outlaw, double teaming him out. In comes Judgment. And Matt Outlaw eliminated by the double team. Now Ian sent off the ropes by Hollenhoon. Went for an elbow but missed. Judgment now scooping up Ian here. Has him on his shoulders, but Ian slides out, clips the back of the knee of Judgment. And then Hollenhoon looks to pick the bones, but Ian right after him. Quick vertical suplex. You could tell that they wanted to get rid of one half of the tag champs to make sure they all had an opportunity. A sound strategy, but might be one that could backfire on them in the end. Double DDT, Ian and Hollenhoon again working together as a team. You have to wonder if there's some sort of collusion between the two, a deal worked out or something. But now Ian looking to get rid of Hollenhoon. But on it, now joining the fray at number 5, Alex Caliber. Of course, Alex and his brother Mark, former dominating duo tag team champions. You know they would love to have those titles back. Around the world into the cutter from Ian. Alex took the shot. Hollenhoon fighting his way away from Judgment. Oh, and almost eliminated, but Alex hangs on from Ian. Ian, though, staying on Alex here with the violence factor. Reverse DDT. Meanwhile, Judgment and Hollenhoon trading off shots. Judgment doubled over. Hollenhoon now has him staggered against the ropes. Has him up. Judgment trying to get rid of Hollenhoon. Hollenhoon hanging on for all he's got. Judgment has him over onto the apron, trying to kick him off of it. And coming in at number 6, Shadow Press. And immediately goes after Judgment. Clothesline over the top, but Judgment hangs on. Alex Caliber fighting his way from Ian, who started off the match as one of the first two, but in trouble and eliminated by Hollenhoon. Ironically, the two men that worked so well together in this contest. Hollenhoon catches the leg of Alex, heel trips him down. Meanwhile, Shadow Press straightjacket German on Judgment. And here comes Hollenhoon from behind. Belly to back suplex on Shadow Press. Goes for the kick but gets caught. Shadow Press scooping him up. T-bone suplex. Meanwhile, Judgment sends Alex over the top rope on the apron, throwing the right hands, and Alex is eliminated by Judgment. And he plants down Hollenhoon now. Judgment on a fucking roll. But in at number 7, the Psycho Sicko, Sean Shamrock. Judgment takes him over with a quick arm drag and then a dropkick staggers Shamrock. Judgment trying to get rid of him right away. Has him up, and holy shit, Judgment does. Out of nowhere, Judgment takes advantage of Shamrock. Then a little bump and grind for the Richmond crowd here. Judgment is a man on a fucking mission tonight, folks. Now quickly being brought up, a big spear from Hollenhoon drills Shadow Press, almost cutting him in half. But now Judgment has Hollenhoon trying to get him against the ropes. Hollenhoon fighting out of it. But coming in at number 8, of course, also representing the Beatdown crew, Michael Carter. Of course, the Beatdown crew, one of a couple of factions that do have multiple members based on the way their tag teams are done, and immediately tosses out Hollenhoon with authority. Michael Carter making a statement the minute he hit the fucking ring. Now standing back and watching here as Shadow Press in trouble. Judgment has him over and takes him over the top to the floor. It is now Judgment and Michael Carter going at it. Big spine buster from Carter. So Judgment has been on a mission today. Has owned this match. Can he keep it up is the question. Oh, here comes another one of the big men. This late in the contest, he could be an issue. From the Steel City Committee, it's the Shmoo. And here we go, two of the big men, the Shmoo and Carter, face to face right away. Now kick down to the ribs. The Shmoo taking Carter up, holding him high with that underhook. Finally taking him over with a massive suplex. The ring damn near shook. Now Carter gets the Shmoo off in there. Shmoo was going for that arm for, could have been any number of things, but now Carter with the advantage. Gets the Shmoo over the top. Big punch, can't get him out of there. But he finally does. That right hand to the jaw for the third time. But here we go at number 10. It is the Bastage. Of course, the Bastard and the Cunt represented by the Bastage here. Former inaugural dominating duo champions. They want those titles back. They've been more than vocal about it. But wait a minute, Judgment measuring them up, and holy shit! Judgment eliminating the Bashing nowhere. We are down to 2. It is Michael Carter and Judgment. Judgment who has owned this match. Can he get rid of one more? Big back body drop by Judgment, taking over Carter now, putting the boots to him. This has been Judgment's night. The question is, can he seal the deal? Big headbutt by Carter, and all now he has Judgment goozled. Going for the chokeslam, but Judgment fighting his way out. Has Carter on the shoulders, fireman's carry, but Carter fighting his way out, short elbows. Now Carter sending Judgment into the corner, and Judgment busts it open. Carter looking to get rid of him, has him up. Judgment trying to hang on, but Carter has him over. And Judgment at the last moment has been eliminated. So Judgment, who owned the match, got right down to the very end. But in the end, your winner, Michael Carter. You're not going to WrestleMania, kid, but you are going on to the finals next Sunday. Be sure not to miss Wednesday Wicked to see who will be joining them. And next, our next match, as I mentioned, a new take on faction warfare. As we have a 6-man elimination match. This is not over the top. This is pinfall submission. And of course, knockout as we do here. As we have Mr. U-Taker, Brandon Ace, Blaze McCoy, War, Johnny Crow, and our world champion Bill Haight. All involved. Who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks are placing their bets and talking about the tacos that I ain't gonna have none of, God fucking damn it, I'm gonna throw some more shout outs to some other people around here. Of course, normally on Tuesday nights, be sure to check out Platinum Dragon Wrestling. You're gonna find that exclusively on the Platinum Dragon Studios network with your host, Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown. Then, of course, we have Raging Chaos Wrestling, bringing you all different types of creation streams. But when he's not bringing you creation work, you may get some Castlevania, you may get some Onrush, you might get some Dead by Daylight. You never know just what the blue-haired freak Frozen Rage has in store for you. But then, of course, another one of the originals. I'm talking here about that angry asshole Pete Wall, bringing you RWO post-apocalyptic action. And of course, you're going to find that exclusively on the Pillar to Post network. But another channel bringing you another different twist on post-apocalyptic warfare. The Mean One, Mean Joey Green, bringing you Savage Warfare exclusively on the Dr. Anus Tickler network. I did not stutter. Your ears did not flap. Go sort out Dr. Anus Tickler for all your Savage Warfare action. And then, of course, another great event going on around here, a massive tag team tournament spawning the world. And you're going to find that tournament happening in Slaughterhouse Championship Wrestling. Now, when he's not bringing you the tournament action, you might get some other different matches from Slaughterhouse as well. But if it's not wrestling, you might get some Detroit Becoming Human. You might get some Friday the 13th, some Dead by Daylight. You never know what page the Yellow Pages is going to turn to next. And you just saw him in the chat. UKWF 3LW. Two distinct brands from across the pond, bringing you huge amounts of action. Of course, you're going to find that exclusively on UKWF 3LW Omar Wolf. And the man behind the mic, of course, that cunt himself, Omar Wolf. But here we go, down to ringside. And there you see him right there. Be sure to subscribe to all these people. Give them all thumbs up. Spread the word to everyone. But this following 6-man elimination match, on his way down to the ring first, representing the Steel City Committee, he weighs in at 269 pounds. It's your boy, Blaze McCoy. And of course, we saw the comments from Bill Haight, our world champion. Looking forward to this match, mostly for the reason to hurt Blaze even more, the long-standing rivalry between these two. Now going back for decades. And there you see Radio Rex saying Blaze sucks and going with the boos. Of course, the repulsive one, not a fan of Blaze McCoy either. And unlike last match, in this one, all 6 competitors will start in the ring together, pinfall, submission, or knockout. But on his way down to the ring now, representing Salagia. His weight is unknown, but I can tell you he's a big son of a bitch. This is War. Of course, War, our inaugural world champion, lost the title and went on a bit of a losing streak for a while. He took a little bit of time off, came back refocused, and has just been burying people with pretty much as much aggression as I've ever seen him have. Of course, War very slow and methodical, making his way into the ring. Has been all part of the new mindset since his return. And I just mentioned him a little bit ago. There he is, Raging Chaos Wrestling. Welcome to the show. Of course, as we get ready for this next contest, on his way down to the ring, he weighs in at 219 pounds, representing the Beatdown Crew, Brandon Ace. Of course, the Beatdown Crew already having a good night, with Michael Carter punching a ticket for him and Brandon Ace next Sunday in that tag title contenders match. And of course, as you can see here, joined by my lovely wife Missy and our boy Anthony. Of course, Brandon Ace would love to, nothing here on the line except for bragging rights, but he would love to elevate his faction's name even higher. But ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on his way to the ring, representing the Dynasty, it's Johnny Crow. Of course, my wife's sitting here with me now before she goes down to escort our daughter in the main event tonight as Trinity looks to regain the women's world title. Of course, Johnny Crow himself is a former international champion. Would love to get back in the discussion of that. But the next competitor on his way to the ring, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, he weighs in at 321 pounds, Mr. U-Taker. Not sure what the hell you're on, but knock it off. That's Mr. U-Taker making his way to the ring. Another long-standing member here. He would love to not only boost his faction, but he has been a contender before, but never has held a title here yet. Of course, with Mr. U-Taker arriving, that leaves one man left. On his way to the ring now, representing Ruthless Incorporated. He weighs in at 250 pounds and is the current reigning and defending Sacrifice Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, the King of Detroit, Bill Hate. Our current world champion, who will be defending that title at Fright Night in 2 weeks. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. I will keep up with the action as best I can as Blaze McCoy tosses Brandon Ace. Brandon Ace with a quick leg sweep. The two big man, War and Mr. U-Taker. Holy shit, War military pressing Mr. U-Taker. But immediately Johnny Crow stepped in with a quick shot. War takes Johnny Crow though with a quick belly to back suplex. Now War sends him over the top rope to the floor, but Mr. U-Taker grabbing War from behind, taking his attention off of Bill Hate, and now Bill Hate making him pay for it. Now Johnny Crow going right after the world champion. But Bill answers that, dropping him with a shot to the jaw. Now quick takeover, knee right to the side of the face of Crow. Meanwhile, on the floor, Blaze McCoy and Brandon Ace staying on each other. Now War going right after Bill Hate there, as is Johnny Crow. Finally, Mr. U-Taker back in. Action kind of spreading out as Brandon Ace drops Blaze McCoy as the inaugural world champ and the current world champ squaring off. Crow sends Mr. U-Taker down to the floor, follows him out. Meanwhile, in the corner, holy shit, War just plastering Bill Hate into the corner, going across the other way, doing it a second time. Now that Anaconda Vice locked in on Blaze McCoy. Blaze fighting his way out of it. It's an action fast and furious. I will try and keep up with everybody as best I can. War now put big knee drop right to the chest of Bill Hate. And Blaze McCoy now going after War. Huge hit from behind, and in comes Bill Hate right after Blaze. It was almost as soon as he saw Blaze, a shot of adrenaline hit Bill Hate. But now War pop-up punch cover, and only a 1 count on Bill there. Mr. U-Taker and Johnny Crow trading shots outside on the floor. Oh, now Brandon Ace German suplex on Bill Hate, trying for a quick pin. Trying to steal one there from the champ. You know, if Brandon Ace can pin the champ, we will never hear the end of it. And now drives War face first into the corner and then nails Blaze as soon as Blaze comes in. Right now in the ring, Brandon Ace standing tall. Now going to work on Blaze McCoy with those elbows. Meanwhile, Mr. U-Taker gut-wrench suplex onto Johnny Crow on the floor. Johnny now trying to fight back. Brandon Ace rolls out to the floor as Blaze was trying to move in. A little bit of a mind game. Blaze with that bear hug, but clap of the ears by Brandon Ace, and now series of strikes to follow it up. Blaze fireman's carry, and here comes Bill Hate. And Blaze going after both of them. Two. Johnny Crow trying to put away Mr. U-Taker. Now finally War with a quick double leg into a slam onto Bill Hate. Mr. U-Taker drops Johnny Crow as Blaze and Brandon Ace both make their way back in. Oh, Mr. U-Taker has him goozled and taking Brandon Ace for the ride. Brandon Ace so quick to roll to the floor as Mr. U-Taker locks in the STF on the Blaze McCoy as Bill Haight going after War. Blaze now fighting his way out as War throws Bill Haight to the floor. Wait a minute, out of nowhere, hook, line, and sinker. Cover 1, 2, and kick out Blaze McCoy with the hook line. Now War has Bill up. Sabo to the champ. Bill rolls to the floor as Johnny Crow wearing out Brandon Ace with those German suplexes. Now pulls him up. Wait a minute, middle of the ring. Triangle choke from Johnny Crow. But no, Brandon Ace fighting his way out. Show of strength to get out of it. War staggered on the ropes as Mr. U-Taker drops Blaze McCoy. Big knee strike there on Johnny Crow, though, from Brandon Ace. But there's the Chaos Eater to Mr. U-Taker. 1, 2, and no, 2.5. And what is Bill Haight doing? Off the top, double stomp, nails Mr. U-Taker, catches War on the way down. And Blaze McCoy has been eliminated by Brandon Ace. So as we continue on this match, Blaze McCoy got caught by Brandon Ace and quickly in, but there's a DDT from Crow. Brandon Ace is out cold. Powerbombed to Bill Haight, and Mr. U-Taker has eliminated the world champion. We are down to 3. It is Johnny Crow, War, and Mr. U-Taker. Gut-wrench suplex on the floor. You see both Bill Haight and Brandon Ace pulling themselves up, starting to get to their feet. Mr. U-Taker now going right after War. In comes Johnny Crow. And wait a minute, War lifted up high and dumped down by Crow. Holy shit! Now Johnny Crow going up top, took out the referee. Big fish drop from the top into the cover, no ref. There he is, finally won. And only a 1 count. Keith Koopa, welcome to the show. As now War takes down Johnny Crow, looking to pick him up, but Johnny Crow, fireman's carry, takes him over. You know the old saying, Katie barred the door, in this case the brother-in-laws are fighting it out again. Now Johnny Crow picks up War by the back of the head and slams him down. Staying on him, but War sweeps the leg out from under him. Now War throws Crow over the top there and huge right hand on the apron. What does War have in mind? Has him up. Holy shit! Belly to back suplex on the apron. Ezekiel, welcome to the show. Now Mr. U-Taker picking up War, has him goozled. The Tank going on the ride for the choke slam. Quickly rolls to the floor. Here comes Johnny Crow. Of course, looks like he is a bloody mess almost. Duck behind Mr. U-Taker. German suplex. Rolls his way through here, and there's a second looking to wear out the big man with the suplexes. 3 for 3. Now Johnny pulling him away from the ropes into the center of the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and out at 2.5. Now War's made his way back in. The two of them almost with a double team on Mr. U-Taker at the moment. Short-lived alliance though, as here they go again. Johnny Crow up, and there's the Sabo. Rolls out to the floor, smart maneuver. And showing why he is a former international champion. But right here, the human take, show of strength, that's 321 pounds. Military pressing Mr. U-Taker. Oh, and here we go. Is it time? Has him up. And a Chaos Eater, and Mr. U-Taker is out. So we are down to War and Johnny Crow. Now quick go behind by Johnny, they'll form right to the small of the back. Has him up into that modified pile driver. So Johnny is a bloody mess. Now War all stomped right to the ribs. Trying to keep the arrow away from Johnny Crow. Now has the middle of the ring, has that neck vice cinched in. Oh, and now War shots right on to that open cut. Now forearm shots as well. Looking to open him up even more. Johnny Crow in trouble. Now in War's locking him up. Rings of Saturn has the submission hold in. Nowhere for Crow to go. He's got to fight out or tap out. And fighting out he is. Short elbows to escape, but he's holding his arm. Quick gut wrench takes him over into a suplex. Didn't get all of it though, but he got enough. Now picks up War, but here comes War with a short arm clothesline, damn near decapitating Johnny Crow. If his head wasn't busted up enough already. Oh, and wait a minute, War's going right back to it. Rings of Saturn once again. You can see the blood all over the face of Johnny Crow. But again, Johnny Crow refuses to tap out. Oh, now rights and lefts. Johnny Crow trying to fight back into it. War tosses him over there at the back body drop counter. Crow rolls to the floor once again. And oh, wait a minute. War going up top. He doesn't fly often. From the top to the bottom with the clothesline. Didn't get all of it, but got enough. Both men out on the floor. Now War picks up Johnny Crow into the clinch, but Johnny counters out with a kick. Wentz goes for the punch, but War blocks it. Kick of his own. Sends Johnny underneath the bottom rope here. Chest first into the apron. Oh, wait a minute. What is War doing? Knocks him back, follows in. What do we have here? Goes to pick him up. No, Johnny Crow goes to a shot of the body. And a big right hand. Now slams down War face first. Wait a minute. Johnny Crow setting War up. Plants him down. Could it be? And he's calling for it. Setting up War. Head hooked. DDT, and War is out. As we see on the replay from earlier action, Blaze McCoy out of nowhere with the hook, line, and sinker. So all 6 of these men putting everything on the line here. There you see Brandon Ace getting knocked out with that DDT. But in the end, your winner and sole survivor, Johnny Crow. As you see, the blood still pouring out of his head. Looks like he's opened up in a couple of spots, but fought his way through it. Very true, it does, Omar. As we get ready for our next match, singles action here. And the premise on it's very simple. As I mentioned, we will be returning to pay-per-view in 2 weeks at Fright Night. And at that night, the Blackheart has invoked his rematch clause for the world title. So it will be Caleb versus Bill Haight 1-on-1. But of course, Bill Haight doesn't walk alone. The Blackheart going to get tested as he takes on the Alpha Wolf of Ruthless. So who do you have? Place your bets. Yeah, you may need to get some pants on there, Omar. Damn it. Yes, you did there, Jake. And of course, if you liked that match or any of the matches you've seen today, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a minute of the action like our next contest. Two former champions getting ready to throw down, as the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On his way down to the ring first, he weighs in at 270 pounds. Representing Ruthless Incorporated, he is the Alpha Wolf, Omar Wolf. Of course, Omar, a former one half of the Dominating Duo Tag Team Champions, former international champion as well. Ruthless's Alpha Wolf looking to slow down and, if nothing else, put a bit of a hurting on Caleb here tonight. As Omar now in the ring. Awaiting his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent on his way down to the ring. He weighs in at 224 pounds. He is the Blackheart. Caleb Bagwell. As the lights come on, the masked man on his way down for action. finally invoking his rematch. Of course, if you have a title and successfully defend it, you are automatically qualified for a rematch. Caleb trying to take care of the business with better than you before going after the world title. And that match will be set for Fright Night. As we see, here we go. Referee calls for the bell. Caleb with a quick reverse elbow. Didn't get much of it on Omar. Omar out of the way enough. Now kick to the ribs by Caleb, catching Omar coming in. Has him up, pump handle into that modified neck breaker. ECW Wrestling. Welcome to the show. There you go, folks. If you want to check out another show as well, be sure to check out ECW Wrestling. Give his stuff a look if you like. Meanwhile, here on the show here, Omar taking advantage, going right after Caleb. Eats an elbow to the top of the head for his efforts, but walks into an open hand strike. Pendulum backbreaker by Omar. Now quick duck under, and Caleb now going to work on the legs. We know Omar loves to use that full moon torture rack, so Caleb may be taking out a leg to prevent, him being able to stand for that maneuver. Now Omar throws Caleb down the walkway. Omar setting the head here, snaps him over. Kick again right to the face by Caleb. So far, these two men spending more time on the floor here. But Omar, fireman's carry, drops Caleb right on the fucking apron. Now Omar bringing Caleb back over. But Caleb finally fighting back, signs of life. Quick elbows. And drops him down, kick right between the shoulder blades. Now big super kick, Caleb pressing the advantage. Reverse elbow to the face of Omar, and then Omar thrown onto the bottom rope. Caleb slides in after him. Caleb now signs of life, picking up Omar, went for the wheel kick, but Omar out of the way. Now Omar scoops up Caleb, big slam. Into a cover hand in the face, and not even a 1 count. Now from the clinch, Caleb with a quick kick to get out, and this time the wheel kick connects. But Omar quickly pulling himself back up, but Caleb sends him over the top. And again, both men out on the floor to fight. Caleb quickly throws Omar back in, up on the apron himself, calling for Omar to get up. What does the Blackheart have in mind? Springboard, went for the knee but missed. Now here comes Omar, shot to the face, and then has that straitjacket neck vise on. Omar now middle of the ring. Both these competitors can change the pace in a minute. Now Caleb sends Omar into the corner. Big splash and a clothesline in there. Now Caleb has him up. Rolling the dice, snake eyes. Off the ropes now, big boot. Off the other side and a leg drop to follow it up. And now Caleb measuring Omar here. Off the ropes, that big boot out of the corner. I think I saw a fucking tooth fly. Oh, but here comes Omar again, planning Caleb now. The Alpha Wolf of Ruthless looking to get back in gear here. 2 forearms, sling blade to follow it up. Now picks Caleb up, kick to the ribs. Oh, and there's a roll through right into that submission. But Caleb immediately escapes. Goes right back after him, kick to the ribs. Has him up, Fisherman Buster. Pulls Omar away from the ropes, leg hooked into the cover. 1, 2, and kick out right at 2 by Omar. Now getting brought up, but a quick shoulder tackle by Omar puts down. And once again, Caleb in trouble now. Now, you got a kick to the ribs, and again, Omar going right back to that straitjacket. Middle of the ring, Dr. Anus Tickler, welcome to the show. Thank you very much there, brother. As Omar Wolf controlling the action now against Caleb James. Again with this straitjacket, trying to slow him down. But now Caleb rolls out to the floor. You see the frustration setting in. Omar not letting him have a breather right out after him, but Caleb fighting back. Has a hammer lock in and then a clothesline taking Omar down. You have to wonder if the frustration on the floor was just a ploy to lure in Omar. Now hot-shotting Omar down face first on the apron. Caleb now in firm control here. Sends Omar back into the ring. Now Caleb on the apron calling for him to get up. Slingshot, but Omar just caught him coming in. Picked him out of the air with a super kick. You hear the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," and I fucking agree. Here comes Omar now after catching him out of the air. As Caleb hooked. Ushigoroshi neckbreaker. Stomp to the face. Now off the ropes, big knee lift into the neckbreaker. Omar on a roll here into the cover. 1, 2, and barely a kick out at 2.5. But they're coming with less and less steam. And you have to be sure Omar is well aware of it. Looking to press the advantage all the way up top, calling for Caleb to get up. Off the top, big elbow across the back of the neck. Now stomp on the ankle. Kick right to the spine. Omar softened him up. You know he's got to be thinking full moon torture rack. But now Caleb trying to fight his way back in. Punch blocked. Omar retaliates with a punch of his own. Sends Caleb off the ropes to the far side. Goes for the drop kick, but Caleb out of the way. Now Caleb shot right between the shoulder blades. Omar blocks the next return fire though. Drop kick to the knee. Omar with the dissection of Caleb James here. And there's the stomp, and ladies and gentlemen, we have blood in this one. And now Omar's measuring Caleb. Has him up, middle of the ring. Full moon torture rack. And that is it. Caleb taps out, nowhere for him to go. As there we see earlier action, Caleb quick to counter out from that first submission attempt. Comes back here, the Fisherman Buster. And Omar getting his briefcase, looking at the camera, telling them all, tick-tock, you're on the clock. And here, kept picking Caleb out of the air with that super kick. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Omar Wolf. So Omar derailing some of Caleb's momentum, to say the least, and building some of his own. As this will take us to our main event. Of course, to kind of recap those that may have missed it, a couple of weeks ago at Gold Rush, Susie the Elf capturing the women's world title from Trinity. Trinity invoking her rematch, because she wants that title back. I've talked to her during the week. Trinity said she shocked the world the first time. Now she's not planning on shocking the world. She's planning on taking back what she says is hers. So we have Trinity versus Susie. World title on the line. Who do you have? Place your bets. Mrs. U-Taker calling for Susie the Elf for the win. But here we go. It is main event time. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Title. On her way down to the ring first, representing the Dynasty, she weighs in at 140 pounds and is accompanied to the ring by Missy Nightwalker. Trinity Nightwalker. Of course, Trinity, the former women's world champion. Trinity, the youngest daughter of myself and Missy. You know, a mixed reaction for Trinity. She is, for the most part, a crowd favorite, but there are some that definitely have their detractions. Or maybe it's just the fact that, you know, her opponent being a veteran of the business and as known as she is. And speaking of that, her opponent on her way down to the ring, she weighs in at 153 pounds. And she is the current reigning and defending Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Champion, Susie the Elf. At Gold Rush, Susie finally capturing the women's world title. Her first title of the digital era here in Sacrifice. And there you see it, what the women are fighting for. You see the look on Trinity's eyes. She wants that title back. But, I also had a chance to speak to Susie this week. And while she knows she has to deal with Trinity wanting a rematch and knew this was coming, she has had no thoughts at all about losing the title. She plans on once again winning the match, like she did at Gold Rush. And there you see the world title. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Collar elbow tie up middle of the ring. Susie pushing Trinity back here. Referee looking to step in. And Trinity reaches over and slaps the taste out of her mouth. And then quickly up and around, tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Trinity immediately bringing the aggression. Now stomp to the back in the ribs. And again putting the boots to her. Kick across the face into the hammerlock. Now Trinity pulling the other arm back, working on the fingers here. Double knees across the spine. Now on top, just throwing down those left hands, forearms to the face as well. Trinity looking to start fast and furious here and establish dominance early. Now here comes Susie fighting back up, shot to the ribs. Back vertical. Up and around the world for a reverse DDT. Now Susie with the stomps back on Trinity, goes to pick her up. Trinity rolls through the wrist lock, takes Susie down with a drop toe hold. Into the cutter, catches her out of the air. But here comes Susie again, European uppercut. Sends Trinity into the corner with authority. Now get another stomp to the leg. Now Susie stepping through, modified monkey flip, takes Trinity over. Trinity rolls back to her feet, but walks right into a right hand from Susie. Susie sets her up top here. What does she have in mind? Climbing up with her. All the way from the top, a superplex taking both women down. Susie in for the cover, one, and only a one count, and Trinity with a kip up. Now quick go behind by Trinity, picks Susie up, electric chair, takes her down face first. Now tying up the legs of Susie and going for that submission hold. Putting the pressure around the back. And again, stomping on the back here. Trinity now dragging sleeper. Susie does have the weight advantage here. Not by much, but by a little bit. Trinity trying to negate that by keeping Susie tied up on the mat. But here comes Susie once again. Shining Wizard went for the Bulldog. Trinity counters. Now Trinity scoops up Susie here. Hot shot dropping her across the top rope. Goes for the cover, one and only a one count. Now stomp right between the shoulder blades. And now Trinity measuring Susie here. We've seen that tornado enziguri, and there it is. Right behind the ear. Now Susie over the top rope. Trinity right there to meet her, but not doing anything yet. Let Susie climb back in. You'll make sure she kept the advantage, but let her climb in. And there's that jump up kick right to the side of the jaw. And now Trinity's calling for it. Has her up. Snap brainbuster. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Holy shit! There we see from the replay that superplex off the top, both women crashing hard. And Susie for the pin immediately, but only a 1 count. And Trinity out of nowhere with a snap brainbuster put down Susie. And here we see it again, that velocity right there on that snap brainbuster. I didn't think it was enough. But there you see, leg hooked. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Champion, Trinity Nightwalker. Trinity, a 2-time champion, out of nowhere put Susie down with that brainbuster. Catching Susie and, quite honestly, the rest of the world by surprise. So congratulations. Now, of course, everyone, that is our main event for today. I hope everyone has enjoyed the show. If you like what you've seen, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a minute of the action. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. But that has been our show for today. Whether you were here for just a moment, whether you were here for the whole show, whether you left and had to come back, whether you're catching on the replay through the PSN network, I appreciate everyone that takes the time to view the product and spend the time with me. Again, be sure to stay tuned for Wednesday Wicked, World Tag Title match on the line, as well as the second round of the Men's Tag Scramble. But on that note, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, Omar getting everyone. I thought we were going to have a cash-in. I thought for a minute he was going to do an immediate cash-in. Omar with the fake out. Very nicely done, I will say. But on that note, everyone, if I don't see you beforehand, I'll catch you for some Wicked. But I'm out of here. Peace out, fuckers.